All right, welcome back to the next episode of Let's Trade Together. Took a couple bites of my sandwich.
You guys want some?
I cleared all my little tab things because I want to start over. I don't have any positions right now anyway, so like I want to look at everything from like a new perspective from that 4 hour chart. So I'm pretty much gonna do like what I was just doing, just like a little bit slower and more relaxed and with more ideas. That being said, because this is like a current like time, I mean, you're probably gonna be watching this in the future anyways, but I want to remind everyone that I'm not a financial advisor and I am not advising you to buy certain stocks for any reason. I'm simply talking about what is going on, what I see, and what I think. Not advising you in any way to buy something. And to be honest, I think that would be like really hurting you as a trader, to take someone else's advice, period. Because like you need to have your own reasons for things, and like I could say like, yeah, this is happening and so I think it's gonna go up from here, and you could be like, yeah, I concur, and you could totally concur. But the problem is, what, like, it needs to be repeatable, right? Like you need to be able to repeat that same thing in order to make a trade by yourself. And what idea were you given to totally spark that initial that idea that's going to lead you to making that trade? That's what you might be missing. And so I could be saying, this is totally random, I could be saying, yeah, I think it's going to be going up from here, and I have my reasons. But then you're thinking, yeah, I think it could be going up too, and you could have one or two reasons, but there's likely to be more that you're missing. And so that's kind of generally something I just wanted to bring up real quick, of like taking other traders' advice. And you know, that's why I think there's like holes in knowledge when you're just taking the end advice of like, oh, I should buy here, or for one reason, yeah, I should go short here. No, there's got to be, like, if you were to be trading off one reason and like you have one rationale for why you should take a trade, that's not good enough. Like, you need to have several. You see, like in my practice sessions, like there are many questions that I ask myself, and those are all reasons and evidence for why I decide to go in one direction or not. So keep that in mind. This is not financial advice. Okay, so same thing that I always do. I just kind of like scroll through the list and I just kind of look to see, is there something interesting? And then I go from there. I just kind of like grab a few, and then or grab more than a few, but then I'll just kind of just like mark it, and then I'll go on, because I like to like limit my brain to doing certain functions. And then once I get all those done, then I go back and I do different things with my brain. And it's just how I like it. I don't like diving deep into like one of them and deciding yes or no if I'm gonna buy, and then going to the next one doing the exact same thing. I just get burnt out faster. My brain gets more exhausted having to go back and forth with all the different reasonings and stuff like that. This is more of like a checklist for me, and it just seems more organized for me. It could be different for you. So I also want to point out something that I just realized that I'm doing. I'm not looking at this and trying to predict, is it going to go up, is it going to stay straight, or is it going to go down? I'm not thinking about that. I'm looking at the shape, and I am thinking about, is there an obvious, like, can I almost like third eye the near future? Like, do I just see a pattern that I've like seen before? And you know, I don't like to chalk a lot of stuff up to intuition, and this isn't intuition, it's just pure practice and like wisdom, I think is the best way to say it, is that, or based off that exact strategy, that exactly what I just talked about, like what I'm looking for, what I'm doing. You definitely don't need to do this, and you don't have to do this, but I think a lot of people do it without even realizing it, and they just call it intuition. But I think more specifically, it's I'm looking at a general shape and I'm trying to think, have I seen, do I see something obvious? Is something obvious going to happen? And that's the initial thing, because like I am not looking for a reason to go for it to go up. I'm not looking for it to go in any direction. I'm looking at it and I'm like, if I have a really quick, like almost instinctive spark of like, oh, I think it's gonna go down, then I look into it way more. And so and I try my best not to be biased of like, if my initial thought was, I think it's gonna go down, and it's not like I don't draw a line in my head. I think generally like, I think it's gonna keep going up, or I think it's gonna keep going, or I think it's gonna reverse down somewhere within these ranges, or I think it's gonna stagnate. Like, it's a very, very broad thought in my head, and that just kind of gives me a quick direction in my mind, and then I go and I look into it deeper, and often I make corrections to that initial thought, but that's kind of like what I'm doing right now. And let's see here. This is, I'm just gonna measure some time real quick. So this is about like a month and a half, month and a half. This is the kind of range that I trade on before I just kind of like, my predictions just like, I don't know, this is what I'm used to. I'm used to like this kind of frame. And so what I'm looking at is this right here, the days, the time. And so, and I just like, I like that time frame of being in a trade. So that's the kind of size that I'm looking for. Like, this is what I'm kind of like predicting, this kind of length of time, something this long, like this far out into the future is what I'm predicting. Is it going up? Is it staying the same? Is it going down? Like this is the kind of bit that I'm considering. Just FYI. So for this, I'm not feeling it. Like, I don't want to go into any deeper explanation than that, because then I'd be going to the next step that I was talking about, and I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I can identify things and I can do some technical analysis and stuff like that, but this one I'm not feeling super obvious. And so like a long time ago, I would have gone to Disney by now. Like, I would have gone to the happiest place in the world. So I'll take a bite of my sandwich and move on. Okay. So I mean, looking at it, I think a lot of you might have had a feeling, just as I did, that it's like, it's probably going to be a correction right here. This looks like a real floor. But then at that point, I kind of stopped myself, kind of like automatically, because then now I'm looking into it deeper. And the second I like zoomed in for a second to like really see like, okay, what's going on right here. I had to kind of like stop myself and be like, now I've pushed the boundary of just looking. Now I'm investigating. And so what I would have done is I would have just like marked it and gone on. But because I did like zoom in and look a little bit, I do see that like, I don't know. You know what? No, I'm going to stop. Boundaries. You got to set boundaries with yourself. I do think there's a pretty obvious potential here, though. So, that being said, I'm just going to move on, though. I'll look into it later. Here, no. I mean, like, I want to make sure that I'm clear about what I'm doing right here. Because I think I may have confused some people just now when I looked at Disney, and I was like, oh, I can pretty clearly see that I think it's about to go up. And when I'm looking at Pepsi, you can imagine a line, right? Like you can imagine something like given this like frame, like, oh, something's gonna happen in here and something's gonna happen, but that's not what I'm looking at. Or maybe it is to a certain like deep degree, but I'm checking to see, oh my God, okay, I just had an epiphany. This is what I'm doing. I am looking at the personality. Okay, bear with me here. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to explain this. I am looking at the personality when I'm like scrolling through these. I'm looking at the personality. I'm looking at the volatility. I'm looking at the trend sizes of positive and low. I'm looking at the bracketed market lengths and volatility within those. I'm looking at the current price. I'm like, I don't think I can help it. I think I'm looking at support and resistance lines. I'm trying not to because that's not the main focus, but I think it just happens out of habit. But I'm looking at the personality. I'm looking at all the little details like that. And I'm seeing if it's attractive. Am I attracted to their personality? And so Pepsi, I'm not very attracted to this personality. The little things that I just explained, that I just gave examples of, I don't like them. I don't like them. Can I explain why? I think now I sound prejudiced towards like stocks. Am I a bad person? I guess I could frame that differently. I could change the narrative. I could be like, oh, I just, you know what? I just want to be friends with these stocks. I don't really want to. I don't really want to spend some intimate time with them, is one way to put it. Why? Okay, let me push myself and ask myself, why am I not attracted to this? Because I'm not. Maybe it has something to do with predictability, like because like these like little mountains right here all look very similar, and now something different is happening, and I guess that scares me. I don't know, I guess it makes me, because always predictability is what I'm looking for. That is the top priority. Like, what is the most predictable? What am I most comfortable with? And like what seems more familiar. And it's not about considering everything that I've done in the past. It's about what's going on in the recent past. And this has happened in the recent past, this stuff, and now something's changing. And yeah, you never know, like we could, if we backed up to like this point right here and we're only looking at this and this was like the current time, we wouldn't have known for sure that this was going to happen. But now we have evidence that 100% it isn't going to happen because it's already different. So you know for sure it's not going to be the same. And that's not, you know, from a technical analysis point of view, that's like spot on. But from other trading styles and like quantitative point of view, they wouldn't even consider that. They'd be like, well, yeah, that's not how it works. But from one point of view that is like consistent, that is how it works. So, and that one that I'm talking about is technical analysis again. So I'll try to expand on that if I think about it, but I think for right now, I'm like, I've never like put that into words before, and that's definitely what I'm feeling is I am not down with the personality, and I'm looking at the personality from a whole. Let me go to Coke. I like this personality. I like okay, so it's not so I my exact reason for this one, or my the best of my ability, was like it's not predictable. And then we look at this one. I admittedly I don't see a pattern here, but I like this personality because it's spicy to me and like very predictable. Like we see a strong trend right here is happening, and it doesn't mean like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get into it expecting to go long. It's that I see something very obvious. I mean, it was like right away as soon as I looked at it, I was like, I see something. I feel it's become a feeling. It's become instinctive. When I've looked at personality, when I've looked at these stocks for so long, and I've gotten to know, like, I mean, I guess I don't know. I trade Coke about as often as I trade like almost all these others. Like I don't trade Coke a lot. I trade it, but not nearly like that much as like the others. So like I'm not like more in tune with Coke's personality, but the predictability of this and like where it's going makes me attracted to it. And I hope I really didn't just like throw you guys off, but I'm just gonna keep throwing examples at you and what I'm thinking, and hopefully we'll figure it out together what the hell I mean, because honestly I'm even struggling to put it into words. And this whole channel is about putting your intuition and your instincts into words so that we can like really think. We can push our thinking, so we can like really push our limits of thinking. So I like this a lot. I think it has a lot to do with I can see into the mass psychology slowly realizing or slowly making a decision of the price, and we can see it through the price action. This would be the price action, and through the price change / price action, we can just see a clear struggle between the buyers and the sellers and see where it's going. I like this. I like Coke. I like the way it looks. It excites me. Apple. It's not obvious. Instantly, I had to think about it a little bit, but it's not obvious. It wasn't like Coke where I was like, yeah. Not feeling it. Again, you can make a case. You can like do. I can look at this just like I do in like the past practice videos, where I can you know, when I go back and I select a random time and then I do technical analysis and other things to figure out where it's going to go next. I can do that right here, and I can try to predict where it's going to go, and I can make money from that, whether it goes up, stays the same, or goes down. Yes, but what I'm doing is different. Sorry, Jax is meowing. I'm looking at something different, and we're gonna figure out what that is. Oh my God, Jax is. Hold on, let me let Jax in. One second. Alright, I'm gonna let you in. No meowing. Okay. What did I say? All right. So, oh, he wants my sandwich. That son of a bitch. Yeah. Hopefully we can describe that distinction. So, okay, Amazon. Did I take allergy medicine today? I don't think I did. Let me do that before I forget. Sorry. Little intermission here. Okay. Anyways, where was I? Amazon. I'm not feeling it. I didn't get like the initial spark like I did with Coke. However, I couldn't help myself but to do like a little bit of technical analysis. And it just seems like, I don't know, I kind of liked what I saw. After I looked into it a little bit, I flirted with it a little bit. I was like, what the hell? Let me buy Amazon a drink. Let's see where this goes. Just a little bit. And they and I like their, and there's something there, you know. There's you know, Amazon's kind of cool. Like, might hang out with them again. I don't know, I kind of kind of interesting. Huh? The kind of vibe. The kind of vibe. Coke was like an intense burst of passion. It was like an immediate, like, slow motion, hairs blowing. But Amazon was kind of like, hey, what's going on? So, sorry, the passion is getting to me. I'm getting infatuated. I need to stay focused. Okay, so Amazon. For some reason I kind of like it. I'm gonna mark it. That's what I was trying to do, and then I freaking, I don't know. Okay. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. What was my time frame again? I need to like realign myself. So something like this. There's my line. Wait, where'd it go? Wait. I didn't draw anything. Hello? Ugh, what am I doing? Wait. Oh, wait. Ugh. I'm a freaking mess. Okay, so something like this. Actually, I'll do this, give or take 2 weeks. So, oh my god, let me just... Okay. Something like this. Okay, so something like this. This kind of time frame. So again, this is kind of like what I'm looking into the future. If I were to be going deeper into this personality analogy, and I would be thinking about how long do I want my future to be with this this stock, I'm considering that this is the absolute longest, pretty much, and it might be like as short as like this. So about like here to here. This is about as long as I want to spend with this person. With this company. Oh god. Oh god. What have I done? Okay, so not feeling it. I don't know. Not feeling it. Oh, it's always hard to feel Tesla. Tesla's kind of wild. No. No. How's Ford doing? Good old Ford, the friend. Oh yeah, you can see that. Okay. Slow and steady. Slow and steady with Ford. Just not really interested. Microsoft. No. Zoom. No. AMD. Oh, these are some older lines that I made a long time ago. Oh my god. I was right as hell. I don't think I've looked at AMD in a while. Holy shit. Maybe I should be doing some more technical analysis. Hello? Oh my god, this was... I remember when I drew these lines, it was around here. Like this was just starting. Wow. I think I should be doing a little bit more. God damn. Wait, there's no way. There's no way. This is like right... This is like right at the bottom of like... This is like too perfect. There's no way. There's no way. I'm a liar. I don't even believe myself. I could have sworn that I drew these way before because I was trying to figure out where it was going. Why would I draw lines on something that's already happened? I don't know. I'm doubtful. Anyways, AMD. I don't know. No, not. I don't really like to mess with with meme stocks because it's just, I don't know. I just kind of have them on this list because I don't know. I like to look at them. I typically don't like Netflix, like trading Netflix. I just feel like their trend sizes are a little low, and I don't know, for some reason I've never quite like vibed with them, but I like the way that this looks. This actually kind of excites me, but I typically like don't really trade Netflix. But I like this, and I don't know, let me try to explain why. I like, very specifically, I am drawn to this. I like the way this looks. And maybe it's because, I don't know, I think I'm dipping into technical analysis here. Oh, this was yesterday. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I like it. I'll look into it more later. I'm looking for my cat. He was making so much noise and running around, and now he's being super quiet, and I have no idea where he is. The other side. GM. It's a bit too radical for me. That one I can kind of put into words. Like it's very opinionated, and it goes on long rants, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's the problem with it. Maybe I'm the problem. But I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. I like this. I like this. I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with the, I guess, technical analysis, like the shape of it. Looks very predictable. And like, it seems very, I mean, this is an index fund, or an ETF, my bad. So like it technically, excuse me. It usually has like a lot of high volume. Or like a good amount of volume, and so we see a lot, and it's because this is a bunch of different stocks put together, put into one, and so there's gonna be a lot of like arguing, and so as you see here, like there's a lot of back and forth, but yet we still see like a trend here, and there's something that we've seen a lot, where lows are getting higher, and there's something about like a firm decision that's being made right here within so much arguing that I like. Like it's there's been a lot of debate, but this is the way that it's going. And I guess I like that. It makes it more predictable. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. So I like Spy. I like it. Yeah, meta. I'm just not really excited. I like Meta as a company is pretty exciting, especially like I'm like a gamer too, and so I like VR and I like what they're doing, and I think they're making some pretty ambitious and great moves, and they're working hard at it. I think they're probably a pretty good company, but I don't know. At least for like right now, looking at this, I should really be like zooming in more, but I kind of like the full picture, and then I'll like look in. No, not really excited. I'm excited. Why? I think I was onto something about the testing and a lot of argument, a lot of debate, and but then they're going in a certain direction. And like technical analysis wise, this is very attractive because this is a very clear support, and it's gone up, and then it rallied a lot, and then now there's like a small correction, but I think it's likely to keep this trend. At least I think so. I don't know. I said I liked it. I like it. I like this, and I think this is a little. This reminds me of what's that one that we saw up there? I'm gonna mark it before I forget it. But was it? Oh, I think it was Coke. Yeah, it reminds me of Coke, where it's just like you clearly kind of see where it's going. And again, I shouldn't be phrasing it that way. It's not about where it's going. It's about generally, does it look predictable? Not just here, but kind of everywhere else too. Like, does it look like it's gonna hit you with a surprise? Like, does it look like at any moment you guys are gonna have the talk? You know what I mean? And this one doesn't feel that way. I feel like Amgen is gonna treat me right. You know what I mean? Okay, let's look at Boeing. So you know what? I think those are the two things that I'm really looking for. Is how does the personality feel? You know, like does it look like it's gonna surprise me in the past, and then like right now, is there any potential for surprises? And also, like, is there any potential for a very obvious direction? And I think that's really what I'm looking for in these initial like scan, I guess you could say. And here I'm not feeling it. I don't know here either. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like this one either. I don't know, I'm kind of flirting. I don't know. Something about this makes me want to do technical analysis. Something makes me... This in particular is interesting. There's just something interesting about this, and it's and I kind of like it. It's not. So like, there's been a lot of like wild things happening lately, but generally they're on a good path. You know what I mean? I like it. I could almost say the same thing for Goldman Sachs, but like, I kind of want to know what's gonna happen next, you know? Like, honestly, I'd wait like a couple days, and I'd maybe I'll look at Goldman Sachs in a couple days or something like that. I really just want to know what would happen here. This is kind of, I don't know. I'm a little sussed out. No, I don't know. I'm not really feeling anything. Interesting. No, nothing's really sticking out. I have my old lines from, wait. We did a trade this close to the present? Holy shit. Or did I do this? Was this like separate? I haven't, or wait, have I traded Intel recently? I might have. I don't know. Let me back up. No, I like this a lot. I mean, well, to be totally honest, it's because of the technical analysis, but I like this. I mean, it's probably going to be like a reversal soon, but generally speaking, this is very attractive. I think I need to at least look into it a little bit more. For a very similar reason, Johnson & Johnson's also pretty attractive. Like, this looks like a very stable decision to stop. Like, they've been going downhill for a while, and now they're making some changes. Making some changes. You guys watch Big Mouth? I love Nick Kroll. I have yet to meet Nick Kroll, but I really want to work with him. He seems like the type to be like such a ball buster, but like a nice guy at heart. Like, if I called him crying and I was like, Nick, bro, today was such a hard day, man. Like, he'd be like, what's wrong with you? And then he'd be like, I don't know. You'd tell him something and he'd be like, oh, well, okay, I'm coming over. Let me get you some nuggets, some chicken nuggets. And then you'd feel great after that. Anyways. Maybe that's just like a fantasy of mine for Nick Kroll to bring me chicken nuggets. I don't know. JPM, no, not really feeling it. McDonald's, am I loving it? That's the question. Yeah, kinda. I do kind of like this. I'm liking it. I'm not gonna say I'm loving it, but for right now, I'm liking it. Ooh. I like this, but not right now. Like maybe over the weekend. Like 3M is right now. It's feeling like it's looking like a party's about to happen, but I'm not trying to be partying on the weekday. You know, I'm down for parties on the week for like this week. Just give me a few days, and I want to see what happens. You know what I mean? I think something very interesting is about to happen with 3M because it's been like this is the lowest it's been in like a long time. And so I think there's gonna be a reversal, a pretty juicy one. But I'm not about to be the warrior to get on the ground floor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting in the trenches. I'm not running out into no man's land right now. But if we start picking up steam and a bunch of other people are running into the no man's land, I might think about going with them. Seems like another line that I may have done. Okay, well, I kind of want it out of here, so. No, not really feeling it. No. I was almost feeling something, and then like I couldn't help but do a little bit of technical analysis, and it made me uncomfortable, so no. And here's why. Let me explain why. So like, this looks very nice. This looks like a very well decided move. And then things are bracketing, and then it looks like another trend is happening. And I think it's pretty clear which direction it's going in, even though there's like seems to be like a little like, I don't know. Yeah, this looks like a pretty solid trend, repeating this one to a degree of similarity, but I don't know, like, I don't know if this is going to happen because we see a downtrend right here. The highs are getting lower. So like, is it going to repeat this? Is it going to go up? Or is it going to stay with the slightly longer term trend of going down? And that trying to make that decision right there is impossible. And you know, I can't predict the future, and it's making me uncomfortable, so no. But that was like a step beyond what I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't like this. I don't like this. I kind of like this. I like it. Let's walk over to it and kind of talk to it a little bit. What's going on, Salesforce? This is a pretty juicy support right here. It's pretty much the same as these, so I think that's well evidenced. And then here we see higher highs and higher lows, and it just doesn't look like it's I don't know. I think I'd want to get to know it more a little bit. So I'm going to say yes for now. Same thing here. I like this. I like Verizon. This looks good. Kind of similar to Coke and whatever other one that was, where we can kind of see it. It's not as attractive, like the momentum, but I don't know. I kind of like it too. You know, this has been like a pretty long video, but I think I get the point. I mean, I can keep going on and on and on and on, like literally on and on and on and on. There's so many stocks, but I think that's plenty right there. You know, if I were to be thorough, I think what I would do to top this off is I would kind of go through my like list. I would finish my list, and then I would look at, once I do technical analysis and everything that I've done before and really think about it, the biggest thing that I would think of is, now I have all these options, and let's say like all these choices to make. And let's say, I don't know, it comes out to like 15 or maybe like 20 or something like that, potential stocks that look good like that I want to buy. I want to take it a step further, and I want to think about, okay, which are the best ones to buy? Like let's assume that, like which ones am I putting the highest take profit at, you know? And so you know what? I'm going to make that the next video. I'm really going to do that. I'm going to pick, how many can I fit in like that kind of time frame? I don't know. I'm going to pick some, and then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to weigh out, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick 3. I don't know, 2 or 3 maybe. I don't know. I'll see. And I will decide like which one I am going to go with. And then I think that'll be representative of what I would do, narrowing down like a selection of 20 to like 8 or 10 or something like that. So yeah, all right, I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you learned a lot. I actually kind of learned a lot. I'm pretty happy with this video. I like learned a lot about myself with this, and I really like this way of thinking. It's like there's a huge epiphany, and it's pretty exciting. So in the next video, I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to do what we've been like familiar with in the past, and then decide like ultimately like which one should I choose. So I'm gonna do that one next. See you in a second.
The next episode might be the most important one yet. Jude shows how to portion your money.